Anyone can use a weapon, but the ninja is a weapon. Behold!
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Night Creeper. Here he is in the box. Here is the side, some whatever these things are here on the side. A little picture of the Night Creeper, the QR code to hell. And then on the back we have a nice little picture of the Night Creeper and some of the accessories. And then another nice little photo of the Night Creeper himself. He is number 121 in the line. Let me tell you something. How about we get this guy out of the box and let's take a look at this guy and his accessories. All right, so now that we have the Night Creeper out of the box, here he is. And this guy comes with a few accessories. And man, let me tell you something. I had this figure when I was a kid and I thought he was one of my best ninjas that I had in the line back then. The weapons that he came with, how they were just kind of wacky and crazy. But anyway, listen, I got to tell you something. This guy here, actually the clan that he is, they don't work for Cobra. Cobra outsources these guys, right? So like they are like mercenary ninjas that Cobra hires. They're not a part of Cobra. But anyway, they are also the most technological ninjas that you will ever see anywhere. These guys are just absolutely crazy. And then they, of course they have their master. I can't remember his name right now, man. Anyway, that'd be cool if they make him Night Creeper Master or whatever his name was. I can't remember at this moment in time. It escapes me for the life of me. It just drives me nuts when that happens. But anyway, here this guy is, and it's cool. I found him at a Target, and yeah, I picked him up. Oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't a Target. It was actually at a Walmart. I found this guy, and he was the only one there, matter of fact. But anyway, let's take a look at this guy because going through the whole history of the guys and everything, I touched on it a little bit. If you guys want to find out more, go check it out. But this guy here is it's a reuse of the Snake Eyes, that the exclusive Snake Eyes, if I'm not mistaken. The pants, they're just painted, with the purple and gray, which absolutely look beautiful. The armor on the chest and on the abs looks absolutely beautiful. The mask itself, you can tell that there's a person underneath there with the nose and the mouth. The visor, the way the helmet is here, then you have the hood that comes down and around, and this is some soft plastic. Excuse me. So if you pop the head off, you could probably remove this, which I will try and do here in a little bit. Then you have the shoulder pauldrons here, which are movable so they can get out of the way. As you can see, it's a reuse of Snake Eyes' arms. And then of course you have some more tiger striping here on the forearm of the actual figure, or camouflage, which is actually really nice. I like the little belt right here, right? And then it comes down that has the actual sheaths for his other accessories that he comes with, which I'll show off here in a little bit. Moving down, I love these shin guards. I think they did a great job with these shin guards on his tabi boots, and then of course you keep the actual tabi boots that that were Snake Eyes. They just added this on here, so very nice. I like him. I think he's cool. I'm glad to have him in my arsenal for Cobra, and I only have one, but yet, ab crunch wise, that's as far as he's gonna move. Backwards, he moves that far. He does have upper torso movement here, and then he does have a waist swivel, and it does turn here at the upper torso as well. So getting this guy into some dynamic poses, I don't think it's really gonna be much on being able to do so. I mean, he still has the articulation as far as the drop down hip, to get his legs to move. He will move, and this belt does float, so you're gonna have to adjust it, of course, as you would have any other figure if they had a belt. There, he has the shoulder swivel here, swivel, butterfly hinge in the shoulder there. This pauldron does get in a way of the articulation a little bit. I thought it didn't. I thought it, would get out of the way. Maybe it's just the way I'm moving the arm. There we go. So it will move. It does move. Okay, so that's cool. It does move out of the way. So I stand corrected on that. But getting this guy into some kind of crazy dynamic pose, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to happen here because of the fact that his ab crunch really isn't there. I mean, he has articulation there, but I don't think he has enough to really get him into anything really crazy that that you're going to be able to get him into, which I'm trying to do. But of course, you guys know I suck when it comes to these kind of things, so I do my best, though. I do try to do my best anyway. But otherwise, I mean, that's not too bad. As far as like if you wanted to have him throwing a kick, yeah, I mean, you can have him throwing a kick. It's just the fact that the waist articulation just is not there. It just, at least on mine, I don't know if it's just mine or what, but it's just not there. And it's not going to break the bank for me on this figure because I do like the figure, but it does kind of stink because it would have been nice to be able to get him to do some crazy stuff because, well, he's a ninja and he should, by all means, be able to get this leg up there a lot higher without me having to turn this over sideways to get it to work in that manner. And this drop down leg here, it's dropped down and, it just, yeah, I mean, he's just not gonna. And unfortunately, that's just, that's just, it is what it is. I'm not banging on anybody. I'm not saying nothing negative. I think that the sculpt is absolutely beautiful when it comes down to it. Do I think that, I mean, hey, I think it could have been done a little bit better as far as with the waist? Sure. Trying to get him into some kind of action pose like he's dodging out of the way of something. Can I get him to do that? That's what I'm trying to do here. Without it look like he's trying to stretch. Trying to get to where it looks like, he's trying to jump out of the way of something. And it's just not working out for me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Get him to balance. Okay, I got him to balance out, so that's pretty cool. Got him looking like that. Look, I guess if I worked with him long enough, I guess I could get him to do some stuff. But I'm not going to waste your guys' time with me trying to do that because we all know that when it comes to me posing on camera, I suck. So I like to do it off camera and then show it off after I already have them posed. But that's just me. Other people, they have that knack, man. They can do it no problem, real easy peasy, and get them looking good. And I don't know if it's just mine or what, but I feel that when it comes to this waist articulation, it's just not there. He is really wiggly waggly too. He's not, he's not tight. I'm not going to complain about it because it is what it is. And unfortunately, I've complained a lot when it comes to these figures. But then again, when I just put them on the shelf, just posing them, they're on the shelf just being posed. So and that's how they stay. So it is what it is at this point, right? Maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know, but I guess that's the luck of the draw when you're out there in the streets buying these figures up. But otherwise, I mean, hey man, I gotta say, sculpt wise, he's beautiful. Articulation wise, it's just not there. But like I said, that's my opinion. So with that being said, I'm just gonna get this guy settled. And let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So besides the 2 trigger hands, he comes with 2 other sets of hands, and one has a throwing star, the other has a climbing claws on it, and it's flat and open. He has 2 swords. He has a backpack that's all cast in black plastic with arrows and some pegs here at the top, and then of course some looks like slots on the side to hold his swords, and then you got the peg that goes into his back, with a backpack here and some rope at the bottom. Next we have his crossbow, and you have a bunch of arrows here and then one arrow right here in the middle. So that looks good. Down at the bottom you have your trigger guard along with the handle, and then you got the front handle for it, and then you have the butt stock down here at the bottom. And this does come out, and it does have right here, if you can see that, if I can get the focus, you can see right here it has the little slot. So you take the finch, put it down in the back, and then just pop it in there, and there you go. Now you have your arrow set. So not bad at all. I mean, it looks really, really good. So I have to say it's got to be one of the better crossbow weapons I've seen in a while. Next he has his two hook knives, and they both have little loops here on the handles. So that's actually pretty cool. I just wish that this blade was silver, not all black. I mean, the handles could be black, but I mean, hey, I guess at least if anything, just the edge, a little silver on the edge if you're going to keep them all black. But that's just my opinion. And last but not least, we have his alternate head sculpt, and it is absolutely beautiful looking. It reminds me of Scorponok from Beast Wars. The head does. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, it is a nice looking head sculpt, which I'll put it on him and show it off. All right, so here he is with the alternate head on the body, and I also put the hook swords in the actual sheaths here. That's amazing looking. And this head here does not come out of the hood. I thought maybe it did. It's actually in there, so it does not come out. It's actually made to stay in. So that's that. But the name I was thinking of earlier was Night Creeper Leader. It actually came to me. But either way, I mean, you have this head sculpt on here or you have the other one. It's still amazing on the way this guy looks. I mean, they did a great job with him. As far as, like I said, when it comes to the articulation, it is what it is. But I'm going to gear them all up so that way you guys can see them with everything on there. And then I'll give you my final thoughts and show off a couple comparisons with this guy. All right, so here he is. He's all geared up and everything. And you can see he can hold his crossbow good. He's got his swords on his back. He's got his hook swords in the sheaths. Everything. It's just phenomenal. Now, the only thing that I do want to show off, and that is once you take this crossbow out of his hand, all right, and just put him in a static type pose. These pegs here, take the crossbow, if you don't want to put it in his hands, and just push it onto these pegs. And just make sure they're lined up, okay? Because once you line them up, they will slide in, and they're a little stiff sliding in, but they will slide in there, and they will hold the crossbow on his back if I can get them to line up. So you just line them up, push them on, and there you go. Now his crossbow's on his back, and there you go. He can hold all of his weapons on the backpack itself. Now this peg here doesn't want to really peg in that well on there, so I'm still kind of like wondering if it's supposed to go like this maybe, but it doesn't line up. It doesn't seem like the pegs line up with the way that they're cut. So that leaves me to believe that they go on like so. And just pop them on, straighten out his backpack, and there you go. Now he's carrying all of his weapons, which makes him even more back heavy. So you got to make sure that you you just want to make sure that you get him, you know, kind of stabled out on however you want to have him standing, and then he'll stand. He'll balance out. You just got to make sure that you get him there, because once again, you're putting all that weight on his back, so it does make it to where it wants to pull the figure backwards. And kind of get them all straightened out. Don't leave them all kind of whatever. I mean, mine's a little wiggly waggly, but I don't know if they're all this way, but mine is. But anyway, there you go. I mean, he's literally leaning back. The figure's literally leaning back from that backpack being so whatever on him. There you go. Now it's more of a natural type of pose, right? Doesn't look like he's leaning back, but everything's on there. That's a lot of stuff for a ninja to be carrying on his back. I mean, he's not a turtle, that's for sure, but still, either way. I mean, still, good looking figure, great sculpt. I have my pet peeves about it, but that's just me. So let's see how he compares. Okay, now that I have everything on him, let's see how he compares to a couple other figures that I have out. And it's nothing crazy. So we have Prince Adam from Master of the Universe Origins cartoon collection. That's how he compares to him. So as you can see, he doesn't really fit in too well with him. And we have Cringer. So you can Cringer's, Cringer's big to begin with, but anyway, you can see how he compares to them. And yeah, I don't have any Joe stuff out at this moment in time, so I don't have anything to really compare in this line. So you can actually see how this guy compares to the other figures, but you guys already know how he compares because he's, he's part of Cobra. So he fits into the Classics line very well. So regardless if you want to use this head sculpt, the other head sculpt, you want to put on the, the hand where he's got the Chinese star in there, or the throwing star, I apologize, the throwing star, or the climbing claws that are in the palm of his hand. It's up to you on however you want to do that. But anyway, is he a good looking figure? He is absolutely a great looking figure. He is definitely worth picking up. I mean, you could army build this guy like crazy if you want to, of course, because he's a Night Creeper ninja and they're a whole clan. So you can make your whole clan, and if they come out with the Night Creeper leader, then there you go. Just get a bunch of these guys, 4 or 5 of them, 15 of them, 20 of them, and then put your Night Creeper leader with them, and there you go. Plus you have the alternate head, so you can make them all look different. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is my review on the G.I. Joe Classifieds Cobra Night Creeper. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, with that being said, I apologize, excuse me. With that being said, please hit that notification bell. So you may I just messed that whole thing up, didn't I? Wow, what am I doing? So, let me try that again. I'm not gonna redo this. So anyway, please like, subscribe, share. As always, leave a comment down below. Please hit the notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And as always, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.